and haven't registered yet, you can request a conditional voter registration provisional ballot at any polling center. You'll need to show your driver's license or official state ID card in order to do that. And if you plan on mailing in your ballot, you can still do that as long as it's postmarked by today. To find your nearest polling location, visit that website that you see there on your screen. Several services are available to help you get to the polls. LA Metro is offering free rides on all Metro buses, trains, Metro Bike Share, and Metro Micro services today. Rideshare services Uber and Lyft are offering 50% off $10 rides to polling centers.
And as we said, polls are officially open for people to cast their ballots. Some people are worried about their safety during this high-stakes election. Officials in LA County and across Southern California say they're actually beefing up security and patrols to help make sure that voters stay safe. KTLA's Aaron Myers, live from downtown LA with the details. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, Frank. Safety and security of the utmost importance for officials all across Southern California. In fact, law enforcement, they have been coordinating and preparing for months, some of them even longer than that, for Election Day and the days after. This to keep voters and poll workers safe. Now, you can see we're here outside of the Hall of Justice, where they do have barricades along the front of the building. Now, we're told these were here for the Dodgers celebration, but have been kept up. Now, barricades were also seen still up around LAPD headquarters, City Hall, and various other government buildings. Law enforcement agencies will be monitoring social media and checking on polling places, protecting ballot boxes and election offices. Some will have extra patrols as well. Now, according to the LA Times, polling places and locations where ballots are counted have increased security, deployed bomb and firearm sniffing dogs, metal detectors, panic buttons, and even rooftop snipers. Sheriff Robert Luna says their mission is to ensure a secure, safe, and fair election. At a news conference last week, the sheriff spoke about how different departments have been working together.
I don't know if I've ever seen as good of communication and coordination at the federal level, state, and local level. I don't know if I've ever been on as many phone calls as I have in the last couple of months with all of us really asking the tough questions, sharing stories, whatever's happening across the country, whether it's in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Florida, wherever it may be, we have our finger on the pulse.
Protests and violence are a concern after the storming of the U.S. Capitol after the 2020 election. According to the Los Angeles Daily News, the Sheriff's Department has resources and equipment ready if any events or protests get out of hand. Now, though the outlet reports at this time law enforcement agencies in Los Angeles, Orange, Riverside, and San Bernardino County have not heard of any planned protests. Now, back here live, I've also spoken to officials with the LAPD. They tell me that they do have sufficient resources in place and that they will be monitoring the situation throughout the day. Reporting live here in downtown, I'm Aaron Myers. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Aaron, thank you. A closely watched local election is the one for LA County District Attorney. The latest polls show the incumbent George Gascon is trailing his challenger Nathan Hochman, a former federal prosecutor. An LA Times UC Berkeley poll shows Hochman ahead of Gascon by 30 points. The margin of error in that poll, 3%. Critics have said that Gascon and his criminal justice reform policies are too lenient. Hochman says he will reverse Gascon's progressive policies if he's elected. We'll have more on the race from Annie Rose Ramos in the next hour.
The LA Police Commission meets today to consider the salary of expected Chief Jim McDonnell. He could get $507,000 a year. Retired LA Police Chief Michael Moore initially moved